Hello, good day, good morning, or good evening, depending on when you're listening to this. Now, the question is how can we add, share, create, hold, enjoy, and have more positivity in life? That's what I'm going to cover on today's podcast. My name is Flemming Schmidt. I'm your host, and welcome to the Positive Outcome Show. Now, just to share a few things about me, if you don't know who I am and if this is your first time at this podcast, I appreciate you for being here, so thank you for that. But who am I? Well, as I mentioned, my name is Flemming Schmidt. I am a proud dad and I'm a coach. And my journey has been through a personal experience. I went through a divorce several years ago now. And that left me hurt, scarred, and for me that was rock bottom, and I had the hardest time getting back up on my feet again. So I went to an inner journey to look in to find the right answers, and I got coaching myself, got some therapy as well, and I can say it has been a tremendous transformation for me. And what I'm sharing here on this podcast are my own personal experience and what I found to work out for me to be able to add more positivity and connect to my true purpose, my mission in life, which is to serve the purpose of creating more positivity. So I hope this podcast will serve you as well on your journey. Before I dive in, let me just share with you what I'm going to talk about. Concept of congruency. And, congruency is the path to choose if you want to reach your goal, if you want to make a difference. You need to be congruent about everything that you do. Now, but what is congruency? It is to stay consistent. Yes, it is. Is it to doing the right things over and over again? Yes, it is. Repeating yourself? Yes, it is. But still, a lot of people, most of us, are struggling or feel that congruency can be a challenge. Now, why is that? See, I believe it comes down to your self-image. How do you feel about yourself? Because sometimes we feel we're doing a lot of things that are congruent with our goals and we move the needle for us, and sometimes we don't. We are not as productive as we would like to be. But I believe that if we see our self-image as not good, when we are doubting ourselves, we are supporting a self-image of limited beliefs. And that means that we are congruent to support an image of ourselves of limited beliefs. And that is going against our actual goal. We are still congruent, but we are not in the way that supports a positive outcome. Now, on the other hand, when we have our self-image that is better, that it's stronger, it feels like we are the best we are the best version of ourselves, we still can feel miserable. We still can feel like we're not doing a good enough job because we know that we can do better, and we are finding ourselves feeling miserable and still being congruent to serve our limited beliefs. Now, what helps to overcome this? What can we do to overcome this limited beliefs, or these limited beliefs? I believe focus, determination is an absolutely must. To be focused, to be determined to where you want to go is necessary. If you want to make an impact in your life, make it for the right reasons. Don't make it to grow your wallet, but make it to fill your heart. To fill your heart with love, with kindness, excitement, and things like that. And I believe the best way that you can help yourself is to help others leveling up. It's to help others expect more of themselves. That is the way that you can be congruent on your journey, on your path, on your mission. It is helping yourself, helping others to achieve more, to do better, By doing so, you stay congruent with your goal. Set yourself a high standard. Give yourself some challenges along the way and set some higher standards for yourself so that you are able to level up as well and set an intention for every task, every step that you're about to take. Set the intention behind your steps. Set the intention behind your actions. Because when you are intentionally aware of why you're doing this and where you want to go, you become more congruent in every step that you take. It is supporting the goal, the mission that you want to serve. And stay true to who you are and to how you feel. Don't let anyone else tell you who you should be or how you should feel. Stay true to who you are and stay true to how you feel. It's super, super important. Don't deviate from who you are. Yes, we are on a journey and we evolve and we have transformation happening all over time, and we somehow shift our focus, we somehow shift our core values in a certain degree, but we don't completely deviate from them. And if you find yourself completely off course or off track, if you will, take a step back, rethink, reevaluate, and look at the things that you just did. Are they supporting your goal? Are they supporting who you truly want to be? And if so, congrats, you just made a breakthrough, I guess. If not, evaluate the situation. What should you do right now to get back on track? How do you connect back to that? Some call it emotional anchors. Some call it emotional pinpoints. It's up to you what you would call it, but the emotional connection to your goal, to your mission, is super, super important. If you find yourself off track, out of focus, you gotta remember the emotion behind the decision for going where you want to go. What was the emotion you had? Because that should be strong enough to pull you back into the right track, back into focus, for you to do the things that you want to do and that you have to do, stay congruent, and to reach your goal. I bet many of us have found ourselves over and over again having a goal, having an intention, and doing things, taking steps, taking actions, and still it's hard to continue. And that's consistency, but it's still hard to continue doing the right things each and every day. And we find ourselves maybe not being congruent every step of the way. But ladies and gentlemen, remember, just because you're not congruent every step of the way doesn't mean that you're incongruent. You're still creating momentum. It's fundamental. If you want to move forward, you gotta be consistent about or aware of having momentum. And sometimes momentum feels like pushing like a huge brick wall, and you're struggling with that. But just keep on going, keep on pushing, and you will have a breakthrough. Most people give up just right before they're having that breakthrough. Remember that. Most people are giving up just before they have this breakthrough. I've been there myself. I know how it feels. So I'm here to say, keep on pushing through. Keep up the momentum in whatever endeavor you're engaged with at the moment. Keep on pushing through. It will happen. It will happen. And congruency is a great path if you want to reach your goal. Stay congruent in everything that you do. Take care of your health. Make sure that you level up the skills that you need to level up in order to get to the goal. And stay congruent and have the courage to follow your own dream. All right. that's it for me today. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you listening in on this podcast. So thank you for your support. And we are in the ending of 2020, and I hope that you have a plan made out for you for your next weeks, the next month, the next year, so that you are able to be congruent from the get-go when we are setting new goals, new targets to reach, new new destinations to go to. All right. Take care. Thank you for listening, and check in again tomorrow.